Good day everyone, welcome to JSWAP Talk. I'm your host DJ Flores. I hope you're having an amazing day and I'm here with our guest speakers for today, known to be an inspiring advocate for mental health.
Hello everyone! I'm Faith Casas. I'm from the University of Batangas, City, and I'm an inspiring advocate.
It's so good to have you here, Miss Casas. Thank you for attending to our talk.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's actually an honor to be here.
So I understand that you really want to be an advocate for mental health.
Oh yes, I really look up for those people who actually can help people through their voices, And what about you? Have you ever wanted to become an advocate?
Oh yeah, totally. I think it's empowering to be able to help those people with your action, voice, and at the same time you give them voice for
Totally agree with that.
And if I can just ask, what pushed you to pursue this path?
So, I noticed that even though we're already in this new era or this new generation, mental health talk is still a taboo for others. Like, they don't still consider it as important as it should be. And it actually makes it very challenging for those people who face this kind of challenges.
Oh yeah, that's hard, especially when the influence of mentality, whereas mental health is not taking that seriously.
Yeah, and there's this quote that I recently read, and I actually feel the message of it. It kind of goes like, any lesson you refuse to learn will repeat itself until you change it. So basically, for me as an advocate, it kind of told me that as a generation, it kind of, if any lesson that we refuse to acknowledge or to learn, it would just keep repeating itself until it got worse eventually.
Yes, for our listener who currently went through a heartbreak, take notes.
What about you? Do you have any kind of quote or anything at all that inspires you?
Well, this podcast will inspire me, But kidding aside, you mentioned our new generation. This generation is known for the advocate technologies that are existing. Do you think these technologies have a major impact on mental health?
Oh yeah, in my profession that I want to pursue, we actually believe that anything or everything that is on a person's personal environment can actually affect them, not only their mental health, but every aspect of their life, And, especially with our technology, we use it every day. I mean, we use yours, right, DJ?
Yeah, so when you say effect, does this lend to a negative or positive impact or aspect?
Well, actually, it both have its negative and positive impact. You're aware. For example, on the positive impact, we have a lot of support group all over the internet. I mean, I'm sure you have one too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we see it every day, and even the resources for our mentality and the professional help we need, we can actually see them all online. So we can just verify them by looking at their information online.
Oh yeah, that is true, especially when how advanced technology is. Sometimes we can feel mental if they are real or not.
Yeah, so that's why we have to be very careful. Especially with especially when there's a lot of tendency that we set some kind of unattainable lifeline or unattainable thing or a beauty. For example, on the social media, we see all these influencers having a great life, a perfect life, but we actually just see like a minute or even a second in their life. We don't know what's happening offline. So this kind of causes us to doubt ourselves. It adds up to the anxiety, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced that?
Currently not a good feeling to have, especially when you live so far away.
Yeah, that can cause FOMO too. That especially when you live far away, we see all those people having a great time even without us. And sometimes it can cause cyberbullying. Like a lot of people experience cyberbullying, especially now. I've recently read this research. It says that 80% of the Filipino teenagers actually experience cyberbullying that doesn't stop verbally. Sometimes it goes as far as their information being leaked on public, which is really not a good feeling. It's actually very scary.
Then, what do you think if you can do avoid or limit these risks?
Well, we can always take precaution, but we can always be careful about. We should always be careful about this thing. For example, first of all, we should every personal information about us. It should always be kept private because there's always some people who are trying to access this information or get this information out of us, which adds up to our anxiety. On the second note, we should also avoid looking at those news. You know, there's a lot of news right now, right?
Yeah.
Like very upsetting news, which can add up to our anxiety because we think that it might happen to us or our loved ones, which is really scary. And you know, as much as the technology really helps us, we should also do online detoxing. Yeah, that
Yes.
like when we kind of just disconnect to everything, it helps us focus on ourselves and what's currently going in our life, not really focusing on what might happen in the future. It kind of lessens our anxiety. And you know, if everything actually goes too hard on yourself, like everything was so heavy, we can always ask around online. Like I said earlier, support group is all over the internet. So is this help for resources. So we can always verify it by verifying the information and everything online.
And that's it, everyone. Make sure you take notes, and if you're someone who's trying to find a way to have a better mental health in this technology era, or you know someone who might need it, right, Miss Casas?
Yeah.
Once again, thank you so much, Miss Faye Casas, for granting us to this opportunity to work and talk with you. I hope our listeners had fun listening to you.
Yeah, and for more things that you want to learn about us, make sure that you follow us or our JSWAP account on the UPLC Junior Social Work Association of the Philippines. Once again,
This is the JSWAP Talk, and we all see you in the next one.
bye-bye!